Have you ever experienced lucid dreaming? Have you ever woken up in the morning and thought, I'll just sleep for a little bit longer? Then you fall back asleep and suddenly you're in a dream where you're not only aware that you're in the dream, but you can control your actions and sometimes manipulate the experience? If this has happened to you, you're part of only half the populations that experienced it in their lifetime, and maybe even in the rare 21% that experiences them monthly. Not to be confused with normal dreaming, which typically occurs in REM sleep. There's four stages of sleep, and REM is the only one characterized by rapid eye movement. REM. This is the fast flickering of your eyes with your lids closed. This happens mostly in the second half of your sleep when your body is the most still. Lucid dreaming is thought to occur as a hybrid state. This is in between REM sleep and awakening, so your body is still very still except the rapid eye movement, but your prefrontal cortex is active like when you're awake. The prefrontal cortex is the front part of your brain that we evolved most recently and is active during lucid dreaming, but not in normal dreaming. This area is mainly associated with executive functions. You can think of executive functioning as our higher order thinking. It allows us to plan, make decisions, carry out goals, and other complex cognitive behaviors. It's thought to affect lucid dreaming by allowing self awareness and emotional control in the dream, activate flexible thinking for dream creativity, and allows us to initiate, organize, and execute plans so we can control the dream. There are currently big gaps in past research surrounding lucid dreaming, as it's a rare occurrence that's even rarer to record, test, and compare. So, finding factors that are associated with lucid dreaming is very important as it could allow us as individuals, or in clinical settings, to anticipate, induce, and even practice lucid dreaming. This study by Gott et al. 2020 aims to investigate the association between lucid dreaming and fragmented sleep, which is when sleep is disrupted by wakeful periods, like waking up early in the morning and then going back to sleep. Firstly, they did an online study using 198 participants recruited from internet forums. They investigated whether participants thought they had more lucid dreams when they experienced more continuous or more fragmented sleep, such as multiple awakenings in the night. They found that participants thought they had the most lucid dreams when their sleep was quite fragmented. However, we have to remember self reported incidences of sleep fragmentation is quite subjective. Someone could have two awakenings in a night while another had eight awakenings, but if both were dissatisfied with their sleep, they may both report quite fragmented sleep. These results do support sleep fragmentation being associated with lucid dreaming, allowing possible implications of it precipitating or predicting lucid dreaming. In the second method, 20 participants were interviewed about their frequencies of lucid dreaming during and after an extreme polyphasic sleep schedule that was made to mimic sleep fragmentation. Polyphasic, as in multiple phases of sleep rather than one long continuous sleep, the participants were asked to take 6 20-minute naps throughout a 24-hour period with no continuous nighttime sleep. So they had a total of 2 hours sleep per day for approximately 6 weeks, depending on when they wished to withdraw. Half the participants underwent the schedule in the lab, and the other half did it independently at home. It was found that during the polyphasic sleep schedule, there was a significant increase in lucid dreams, and even after returning to normal sleep schedules, they experienced more lucid dreams on average. This further supports that sleep fragmentation is associated with lucid dreaming, under the assumption polyphasic sleep schedules accurately mimic sleep fragmentation. It also implies the potential to induce lucid dreaming. Despite polyphasic sleep schedules not being an efficient technique for everyone, it can be the foundation for creating better techniques in the future for individual and clinical applications. Individual implications of being able to induce and practice lucid dreaming include being able to increase your creativity. When you can control your dreams and the brain region involved in flexible thinking is activated, you can basically cruise through your imagination. Theoretically, you can make your dreams into a very own personalized movie where you could be the hero saving the world from monsters or finally win that argument you can't stop thinking about. You could also use it to gain insight into memories and self reflect by reliving them in a calmer state. It's up to you. Patients could include theoretically using lucid dreaming as a part of intervention to manage emotional distress or psychological disorders. With the client's ability to use executive functioning of emotional regulation, initiating and organizing action, and ultimately controlling their dream, it could be used to process grief or work through traumatic events like in PTSD clients that would otherwise be too difficult or triggering when awake. It may even allow clients to retrieve traumatic memories that are buried in their subconscious as a coping mechanism. It could also be used to reduce anxiety or chronic nightmares, as clients could play out specific situations they get anxious or scared about and practice different tactics they've learnt from professional psychologists, while they're in complete control over their dream environment and actions, like their very own personalized reality simulator. However, it would require practice and psychological guidance, otherwise, people may experience dysphoric dreams that could worsen symptoms. It's all a very exciting beginning, but we definitely need future studies. These include continuing the research of sleep fragmentation and lucid dreaming association to increase the reliability of these results, also investigating the validity of using polyphasic sleep schedules to mimic the naturally occurring sleep fragmentations that we've seen the association in, and creating a more efficient method of sleep fragmentation to use individually and in clinical studies. We need to investigate the ability to induce and then practice lucid dreaming at home to use it to increase your creativity and self reflection, and also the validity of using lucid dreaming in a clinical setting to aid the emotional distress or for psychological disorders. But everything has been supportive so far. And these are my references. Any questions?